Hey guys, and welcome back to Drunk Commentary. I'm your host, Jeff Constantine, and I am the drunk of the Drunk Commentary. Without me, this would just be commentary, and, you guys don't want that. So, we're picking up where we left off. This is episode 6, A Light Supper of Season 2 of The Umbrella Academy. So, I am excited. Everyone finally met up again last episode. What even words am I saying? And I'm excited. It really feels like at this point the plot can start happening. And that's what we're really counting for. So without further ado, here goes the episode. Well, maybe a little ado while my computer loads it. So I really just want Luther and Diego to resolve their tension, because they've had tension with each other for like a full season now. That's so last season. Guys, get over each other. I really want them to come together as a family, which is something they still haven't done yet. Like even at the end of season 1 where they kind of did, they barely came together as a family. They were nice, but they weren't definitely a family. That's why I think I like the dancing scene so much, because they're like fighting their dysfunction. But I really hope that they finally are able to defeat that dysfunction and really be a good family that like cares and supports for each other. That's what I want for these characters. I love how everyone's just commenting on the fact that she's black and not what she's wearing. Because what she's wearing does not fit in at all with like 1960s attire. No, it's a badass scene, but it totally doesn't explain the logic of why they ran and chased after her into a beauty shop. Like, what did they intend on doing once they were in a store? Did they think they were going to grab someone and beat them up in front of the customers of an open store, regardless of race or gender or anything? I mean, she really went straight into the beehive really fast. Like, I'm wondering if I went back in time, how that would affect my hairstyles or my hair decisions. Like, would I opt into the fashionable hair choice of the day, or would I still have my taste? Because, like, my taste wouldn't change, right? I would still do what I thought looked cool, which definitely wouldn't be like a 1960s beehive. But what do I know? I wonder if this is a flashback or if this is what she's currently telling Ray. I mean, either way, she's telling the truth, so this is it. But I think, I wouldn't be surprised if we cut to her right now. Oh, I guess we didn't. But if we cut to her telling Ray exactly the story. I mean, she works for a fish. How hard can it be to overthrow?
In exchange for the assassination of
That's the one unexplained question from season 1. Why did the apocalypse need to happen? Which still hasn't been clarified. They keep bringing it up though, which makes me feel confident that they do have an answer for it. I'm happy that he finally shaved. I mean, I guess he did that a couple episodes ago, but I didn't comment on it. And it really does deserve a comment on it, because thank God that was the worst look ever. I'm still trying to figure out what they could have done to trigger the end of the world, which is, I guess, the real question of the season. I don't think it's going to be... I think it has to be something Vanya did, because she's the one who has the least obvious implication of the timeline. I'm going to say that what ends the world is Vanya saving the life of that kid. Because that was a power we didn't know she had. And it's probably the highest amount of power, like superhuman ability, used to do the least purpose that we've seen in the show for this season. Like, Vanya's used her powers to take down a couple guys before, but in general, the only reason why they use their powers is being to, take out people like the Swedes who are attacking them because of their powers. So it can't be related. So in general, all they're doing in the timeline is not using their powers. I think that's the only time I can really think of where any of them have actually used their powers and significantly done anything with them. That doesn't work in cults. Every piece of disbelief in cults will just not do anything. They'll just believe in you harder. Called it.
So there was a black president?
There was a black president.
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll only take till 2009, so, buckle your seatbelts for that, but it will happen. Like, I'm trying to understand how that's a big win for people in the 60s. Like, 55 years from now, things will be okay. I mean, he does look amazing in that suit. That is a great look. Oh no, come on. One time was fair. You can't use it like... Don't abuse your powers. No, don't do it. Oh my god. Well, I mean, it's lucky they only have 6 more days because they clearly can't stay here anymore. You know what I've never understood about bingo? If you understand the way the numbers are laid out, the actual letter that they say before the number is completely irrelevant. My point here is that the letter they give you in the beginning has no other designation and to helping people know what column to look for because people can't do the math that fast in their head for reasons. Also, have we ever found out how Ben dies?
Listen, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for the other days.
I am
Good for the ego to take a
confused. We still haven't found out how Ben died, which is an interesting thread. I feel like at this point, the fact they're sitting on it for so long, it's going to have to be tied into something.
You said a bunch of stuff with you, Dave. But that's not.
I like how, despite the fact that they know they caused the end of the world, this guy's actively still trying to change the past. Are they his dog tags? But this really does bring up the question, how does Reginald Hargreaves know who all his kids are? It's one thing for him to know Luther, and then maybe Diego and Five, but also Allison and Klaus. Like, he's never met them yet. Luckily, I don't think she was speaking Swedish. I think she was speaking Italian, which I can kind of understand. But it's a weird choice for her to try to bribe the Swedes, because we don't know what her relationship with Swedes are, so. Are they all going to the Hargreaves party? Yeah, they are. I mean, it's beyond coincidence that they would all arrive independently at the same time, but I'm not going to question that, because I just like the scene. I feel like this has to be a trap, right? Like, it just doesn't make sense for Reginald to know. We're too early in the episode, though, for it to be the ending. Oh my god, just tell us what's going on.
Check, please.
Is there a waiter?
Well, that one's always in a hurry.
Are you okay?
Are they still not addressing the fact that Ben's there? They have to know he's there now. I love how he drags him. He doesn't even just pick him up, he just drags him by his leg. Great. 10 out of 10. I don't understand how they're expecting this photo of this guy in a grassy field as proof of anything. Like, this is proof that he was in a field. That's not proof of any crime. Like, I get that we know, as people from the future, know about the grassy knoll from Kennedy's assassination, but they wouldn't.
One could overthrow an empire.
I agree with him completely. That's how you have to master any ability, and then you work your way up. Which means we're probably at the 10 minutes to the end of the episode mark. I like how cool this guy is with random things appearing in his apartment at this point in time. It's like once you have 5 random superpowered individuals show up at your house, like nothing really is a huge deal to you anymore. It's weird that he's so suspicious about this though, because there have been 5 a bunch of superpowered people in his house, and he's never done anything about it. So why now is he freaking out that there are people in his house? I figured he would have just assumed it was Diego, or 5, or Luther, or I don't know, I think those are the only 3 that have been in there. But still. Or the girl, I don't remember the name of. I don't know how painful pulling teeth is, but it's weird if that's like the staple for what torture is. Especially since torture, the whole idea is to get the victim to communicate, and attacking the part of their body they used to speak doesn't seem like the right way to do that. Are you just planning on abandoning your son? Ooh, that's her husband, isn't it? So far, this episode's been really weird. This is like the first episode of Umbrella Academy I can think of that hasn't ended with a gunfight or, you know, a major power battle or something crazy. That's like a really, like, character and plot-based ending to an episode. And we haven't really seen that a lot from the show, so that's really exciting. And I kind of prefer that, and I wish they would do that more. And we have 4 episodes left in the season. But I do like that, and I hope they keep that going for the rest of the show, where they have these nice character moments. And it does look like they're throwing a last twist at the end here, where Elliot's going to be dead. And that's dramatic, but it doesn't make me... It's still character-driven. Like, they didn't put a needless fight scene in it, or, like, show the death in any way, so... Oh, did they draw something on the floor? It's gonna be a big-ass umbrella, isn't it? Olga for Olga. Or was that Uga for Uga? Apparently that translates to an eye for an eye.
I take out the board.
Just fair.
You get me.
But I don't know if that analogy is perfectly valid, because, I mean, you guys were intending to kill one of them, so... I don't know. Is she coming on to him? I still feel like they're planning on implicating him or the rest of them somehow for the Kennedy assassination. It just seems like up their MO. Like, they want to keep the Kennedy assassination. They obviously would want to keep that. They preserve the timeline. Feels like they want to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And the right way to do that here would be to implicate these guys in the Kennedy assassination. And therefore, these guys would be thrown in jail forever, and Kennedy would still be dead. Because the idea that she wants to help them undo the apocalypse, that's the one thing that she has never been willing to concede. So I don't believe her. I don't think she's planning on ending Apocalypse. I think this whole thing is a trick, and they're gonna try to get them implicated in this whole thing. And the idea is you implicate them in the whole thing, and that's gonna end up somehow creating the Doomsday. But not fully sure. I guess we'll see how it goes. And that's it for episode 6, A Light Supper. So I'll see you guys again in episode 7, An Eye for an Eye, or Uga for Uga. I do not speak Swedish, so I don't know how to pronounce that. But thanks for watching. I hope you guys are having fun. Hope you're staying safe. If you guys are, not drinking as much as me, because it's probably bad for your health. And I'll see you guys again in the next episode. So thanks for watching, guys. Love you, and see you in the next one. Bye.